A very pleasant day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Auto Review. I'm Ron De Los Reyes, and today we're coming to you from the beautiful paradise island of Boracay. We're experiencing a little bit of rains today, but the other day we were blessed with the good weather, and we were able to test drive the all-new Hyundai Tucson. It's the third generation, and we're now on our third day. We started at Resorts World Manila, and then the following day we went to the airport and took a chartered flight to Rojas City in the province of Capiz, and then from there we had lunch, and then we were assigned to various units of Hyundai Tucson, and Hyundai brought in a total of 24 units of these brand new compact SUVs. Now we are at Discovery Shores and enjoying the pool, and despite the rains, we were able to plant corals in the sea. We'll tell you more about this later on in the show. In the meantime, let's take a look at the latest in motoring on our Auto News Update. Australia-based company ARB recently opened its flagship store along Katipunan Avenue in Quezon City. Known for its 4x4 gears, ARB is Australia's largest manufacturer and distributor of 4x4 accessories. The operations and distribution of ARB accessories in the Philippines will be under the Gyro Fusion Enterprises. The philosophy of the brand is centered on three aspects: quality, reliability, and practicality. The continuous growth of the country's automotive market is the main reason for the brand's expansion in the Philippines.
By partnering with our dealers, we want to be able to make ARB accessible in all major cities in the Philippines. I am here today with Mr. James Earl, the Asia Pacific Sales Export Manager, to give us more details.
ARB is an Australian company which has been in the industry now since 1975. So we've had a lot of experience with a lot of vehicles around the world for many years. Our specialty as a company is engineering, designing and manufacturing quality 4x4 products for military, industrial, government agencies and fleets, not to mention the end user and the hardcore off-road enthusiasts. ARB is unique in terms of the engineering resources that we have, the design process, and even the in-house fabrication that we do.
Gyro Fusion Enterprises will offer ARB's complete lineup of accessories. And so goes our Auto News Update, Auto Review. We'll be back. Stay with us.
Get what you deserve. The Mitsubishi Montero Sport. Enjoy the ride.
True. All of my dreams when I found you.
Introducing the 2015 Mitsubishi Mirage G4.
Peugeot Philippines, Total Philippines Corporation, and Cavitex joined together in organizing a test drive event called the Southern Sojourn to promote their respective brands. The event highlighted Peugeot's newly launched 2008 Urban Mini Crossover, Total's Exilium Fuel, and the Easy Drive toll system of Cavitex.
Everything about the activity today is about comfort, because Peugeot cars are probably one of the most comfortable cars you can ever drive. A lot of streets in Paris or in France are made of cobblestones, so the way Peugeot soaks in all those unevenness on the road, they've mastered that for the longest time. And that's why it was the concept or the theme for this whole activity, comfort in going here via Cavitex and the KBM tunnel, the comforts of Pico del Oro, and obviously the transportation coming here.
The drive started at the Total Newport station near NAIA 3, where motoring journalists filled their 2008 cars up with the latest Exilium fuel. From there, they took on an 80-kilometer drive through the Cavitex toll road and the newly opened Ternate-Nasugbu Highway, with Pico del Oro Resort in Nasugbu, Batangas, as the final destination for the event.
Yeah, you're fortunate because you traveled a newly resurfaced road. When we came in 2 years ago as Metro Pacific to manage the road, we found a segment of Cavitex as already in a state of disrepair. Our calculation is that it has reached already the end of its pavement design life. So what we did is we resurfaced it. We used a special bitumen, a special asphalt called stone mastic.
The 6 Peugeot cars' drive through the Cavitex toll road cut the travel time of drivers from Manila to Batangas by at least an hour. It also featured its Easy Drive cashless toll system, the first in the country radio frequency identification system. The drive was a breeze for the participants as the Peugeot 2008 1.6-liter petrol engine delivered a stable ride and excellent handling.
Convenience, ease of use, comfort. This is all the attributes that we are very proud of, that is inherent in the new Peugeot 2008. It's a city car, yes, but it is also the kind of car that is versatile enough to be able to take you on the occasional weekend in comfort. So it's all about comfort in the 2008. And I think everybody who participated in the ride can attest to that fact. It's a very comfortable car.
As soon as the participants arrived at Pico del Oro, they immediately engaged in the activities prepared by the organizers.
Yes, I drove the 208. I was pleasantly surprised with the car. It handles great. It's compact, but you don't feel like you're tinitipid. It's well appointed. The seats are comfy. Everything is within reach. I was happy that there was the manual control for the transmission, so that when you have to push the car a little bit more, you can do that. I think it's perfect for the city.
I tried the 2008, and I must say the panoramic ceiling, it really gives you that relaxing feeling, especially if you're a passenger sitting at the back. The cockpit layout, it's so much unconventional in a good way, that's so ergonomic.
It was a short but sweet adventure for Peugeot, Total, and Cavitex. And the participants are looking forward to more events of this kind in the future.
True, all of my dreams when I found you.
Introducing the 2015 Mitsubishi Mirage G4.
Blues, bikes, rock and blues at the Roadhouse, Manila Bay.
Mitsubishi Pajero, mobility without compromise.
The city can be desolate. Make the city come to life. Dynamics Comfort. The all-new Tucson. Hyundai.
That was a great drive we had with the all-new third-generation Hyundai Tucson in the provinces of Capiz and Aklan in the western Visayas region. The 150-kilometer drive gave us a glimpse of how the three Tucson variants performed on various speeds and road conditions. We certainly enjoyed driving the 4x2 gasoline, the 4x2 diesel, and the 4x4 diesel all-wheel drive. The state-of-the-art AW system helps the all-new Tucson maintain the maximum traction on rough, loose, or slippery surfaces and improves lateral stability cornering. It employs Advanced Traction Cornering Control, or ATCC, which is the next generation in all-wheel drive traction. On the second part of this feature, we land in Boracay, and here the festive event continued despite the inclement weather. A warm welcome awaited all participants. We learned more about the all-new Tucson as we talked to one of the visiting officers from Hyundai Korea. How would you describe the experience of you conducting a test drive in this side of the Philippines?
Okay, so compared to other cities that I have experience as for a test drive, the Rojas City and through the coastways to Boracay was a beautiful roadways that the journalists can experience the car in various conditions of the road. We found that there were some rocky places and also some cement tarmacs and also various conditions in the city and the town. So the All New Tucson could undergo various road conditions and show the journalists that it has the great function and also the technologies implemented in the new car.
One of the participants from the Malaysian media also shared his thoughts on the test drive. What do you think about the car?
The petrol is nice, it's very refined, but the route itself, I would prefer the diesel because there are a lot of opportunities where you could actually push it to its limits to test its overtaking abilities and whatnot. So yeah, the diesel definitely stood out for me.
New look of the Tucson.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's good. I like it. It's a radical departure from what I've gotten used to from the first and second generation of the Tucson. So this one's it's a lot more bolder actually. It's not a bit, it's a lot more bolder, it's more dynamic, and it's very contemporary. I think it will age well, this design.
First of all, the space inside. It's more spacious because of the longer wheelbase, right? So there's more room and the seats are snug, and I just felt really comfortable, especially during the twisties.
I think it will really depend, because if you're like a mom, the four-wheel drive, the high end, is really something for you, especially with all the perks of the little gadgets. But if you're looking for a nice, really responsive drive, I would go for the two-wheel drive because it's light. Again, as I mentioned, it's very agile.
It has also been a part of Hyundai to help preserve the environment. For this trip, Hyundai partnered with the Department of Science and Technology and its agency, the Philippine Council for Agriculture and Natural Resources Research and Development, or PCARD.
Okay, the corals are actually the most important, or among the most important component of the sea, because this is what you can say the whole sea life depends on for food and for life. No? The fish feed on the corals take up the dirt and turn it into something part of the biodiversity. No? Of course, it's crucial in that it adds the color to the sea, what makes the sea more interesting, more colorful. And of course, our fishermen depend on this for livelihood. No? The corals support the sea life, and the sea life is what the fishermen depend on for livelihood. So it's actually very, very important.
So what we did today really is something for the environment, something for the country, and something for the future.
That's true.
In the evening, entries for the photo contest with the theme "Too Tough, Too Sexy" were mounted as exhibits at the hotel. Right after dinner, the Board of Judges announced the winners in the two categories. That indeed was a very impressive regional launch and test drive of the all-new third-generation Hyundai Tucson.
The new Tucson is going to be a real winner, and as you can remember, when the first Tucson was introduced in the Philippines, it gained a lot of market share, and we are very optimistic that this new Tucson will make waves again.
The city can be desolate. Make the city come to life. Dynamics Comfort. The all-new Tucson. Hyundai.
Go get what you deserve. The Mitsubishi Montero Sport. Enjoy the ride.
It came true. All of my dreams when I found you.
Introducing the 2015 Mitsubishi Mirage G4.
In November 2013, Typhoon Yolanda, the most devastating typhoon of our generation, had hit Tacloban in Leyte and other neighboring provinces. Thousands of people lost their homes and loved ones. It was the storm that tested the endurance and resilience of the Filipino spirit. A year later, in early December, Typhoon Ruby wreaked havoc in eastern Samar, destroying thousands of homes. One of the towns heavily devastated was Oras, which is an 8-hour drive from Tacloban. For 7 months, the victims of Typhoon Ruby lived in makeshift huts as relief efforts were focused on Yolanda, and only few knew of their plight. So there lies our mission and the destination of Nissan Drive for Samar with Habitat for Humanity to help build homes and restore lives for the people of Oras. From Tacloban City, we drove to Borongan, Eastern Samar on board a Nissan X-Trail along with 2 NP300 Navaras and an NV350 Urban. It was a smooth and comfortable ride as the roads were well paved and the scenery was spectacular, highlighted by our crossing over San Juanico Bridge from Leyte to the province of Samar. After almost 5 hours, we finally reached Eastern Samar's capital for our dinner and lodging for the trip, where we took a much-needed rest in preparation for the next day's activities. The next morning was bright and full of hope as we set out for a 2-hour drive to the municipality of Oras. Upon arriving at a local covered court in Barangay Dalid, where the repair site was situated, we were cheerfully greeted by the children, with their teachers and the town officials. Before the day's main task, the locals prepared a short program and warm-up exercises for the media volunteers. Nissan donated a total of 56 house repair kits, from which we had the privilege of helping build 7 of them.
Etong sa Oras was supposed to be repairing homes. So we thought there would be existing homes na i-repair namin. And to my surprise, look at that. There was a family that used to live there. Diba? And there's even one of the sons still inside, may sakit daw, inside the tent. Yung pala, yung repair na homes na sasabi sa amin is actually building a home for families who lives in tents like those. How can you stop working knowing na if you don't finish this, tonight they will still sleep in the tent. And maybe those are the things that hopefully we can show to people so that they would also come over to Oras and build more homes. Sabi ni Mayor, 6,000 homes were damaged, and this is one of 6,000 we need to rebuild.
Alfredo Arca and his family were able to evacuate just before the storm surge, but upon returning to their home after a few days, everything was gone. Alfredo gathered anything he could from the wreck so he can build a new home for his family. Now their months of waiting are over. Help has finally come.
Nagpapasalamat po kami sa Habitat na nagkaroon po kami ng sariling bahay. Kung hindi po sa kanila, wala siguro kaming magtitiran ngayon.
Maraming salamat po sa tumulong sa amin. Hindi wala sila kami titiran ngayon. Sir, mahirap lang kami.
Nag-volunteer po kami para po makatulong po sa kanila at matulungan din po kami. At wala naman kayong naibibigay na at least kayo po, kasama po kayo dun sa mga taong nakakatulong po sa kanila, nagpapasalamat po sila. Parang ang sarap lang po sa pakiramdam pag nakakatulong po kayo sa ibang tao.
And that's our show for today. I hope you enjoyed it. We would like to thank Hyundai Asia Resources Incorporated, or Harry, for inviting us to their big event, the Hyundai Tucson Test Drive in Panay Island. And of course, we were with our friends from Malaysia and also from Korea, experiencing the Hyundai ride and comfort right here in these beautiful provinces in Panay Island. Until next week at the same time here on Auto Review, this is Ron Delasay saying thank you for joining us. Drive safely all the time. We'll see you next week.